What is this reval video? We never thought this could happen to League, even Riot is shocked.
I told you the spoon would be back. I'm pretty sure I read that there's a few people that actually unsubscribed because I was using a different microphone, so I hope that they come back because I miss those guys. Over League's 15 seasons, the state of the game has been turbulent, to say the least. From builds being disgusting or just downright weird to champions absolutely breaking the game, League has seen it all. In fact, it's only been the last few seasons where we haven't seen the same 5 champions being banned on repeat every single game. Like in the earliest season 1, where dodge chance was a thing and building 6 Phantom Dancers allowed Jax to do this.
Bro, the game was so fucking stupid though. Dodge. Yeah, he dodging alright. To be fair, I have seen Dr. Mundo do this. I saw Dr. Mundo do this a few seasons ago. No, not a few seasons ago. A few months ago.
Or of course, pre-rework Kassadin in Season 3, where the map was merely a suggestion to this absolute freak of a champion. It's no surprise this pick had a 95% ban rate.
Bro, it's crazy. Kassadin was like the most OP champ ever. Just couldn't go And he did so much damage. Look, like his mana is not going down. Like new Kassadin, he runs
Or what about Funnel Yi and Tarek? That was really fun to play against.
Oh yeah, that was disturbing. Just felt so unfun. When enemy had funnel, everybody just wanted to dodge. You didn't even care if you were gonna win or lose. You just didn't want to play against it.
Release of Philios in Season 10.
That one wasn't so bad actually.
Perfectly normal and balanced, right?
Yeah, Philios wasn't so bad to be honest. That's how it should be. That's how it should be.
But through all this, we've got to admit some of it was pretty fun. I mean, that's kind of what
if you can't press one button to get a pentakill,
champions and metas ebb and flow throughout the seasons as things get buffed and nerfed. But Riot buffing one thing means another thing gets nerfed indirectly, or buffed indirectly if there's synergy, and thus new metas are born. This has been the one singular wish of the community since League's inception. The game just needs to be fixed. This champion needs to be nerfed because it just beat me in gold. I'm going to burn down the Riot head offices and ban it until I die if it's not. Well, be careful what you wish for. Now, we're about to get into the problem that I actually never thought.
I think I know what he's going to discuss, and he's going to talk about how Riot is so good at balancing now.
Would ever be a problem for as long as League exists.
I really think the conversation here is so misguided. People don't want I think MidBeast is going to bring up MidBeast tweets.
We've got a partner for this. So
it's going to bring up MidBeast
2
tweets.
Weeks, a general and odd consensus has come to light. League is too balanced right now. This all began from a MidBeast tweet.
Yeah, so let's see the MidBeast tweets.
Multiple facets of discussion and people finding more now.
So this is the MidBeast tweet. League is possibly too balanced now. I miss broken brain rot builds. I miss building 5 Black Cleavers. What MidBeast wants is not a less balanced game. This is like, I'm sorry MidBeast, but this tweet is so stupid. This tweet is so stupid. What you want is variety. You want change. That's what you want. League feels stale right now because Riot has done very little changes. They have not introduced any new items. They have introduced new maps, but the maps are just a visual changed. And they've introduced Atakan, which doesn't feel too new, right? And there's been, Yunara has been a new champion, not many champion reworks, very little changes, honestly, this season. So what people want is actually just change to the game. They don't want, which leads to a more unbalanced game. Because, for example, if Riot were to make a bunch of new items now, probably some of those items would be really OP or really weak, you know? There would be something would be OP. But it's not that you just want, you don't just want Black Cleaver to be buffed and everybody buys Black Cleaver. You wouldn't want that. Nobody wants that. You just want this feeling of discovery as the meta is changed, nobody really knows what's happening, and then you figure it out, you know?
I miss 99% ban rate Kassadin. I'm advocating for a Riot unbalanced team. And Riot, seeing this, have responded. Froxon asked Drew if he actually missed it, to which Drew gave a pretty good response. People have complained to me that the game feels stale and bland when balanced so tightly, but at peak chaos, people complained Riot didn't do a good enough job. which is a lose-lose scenario, I guess. Unique interactions like Prowler's Claw and Gale Force I enjoyed.
I thought Prowler's Claw to minions was very fun.
It seems the game at high level is very predictable, and builds, unless they're BOUS, are also stale and don't feel meaningful or authentic to the champion. It's not as though I actually miss facing obnoxious strategies or champions, but it did feel somewhat fresh having new craziness every few patches with an outrageous strategy or exploit.
I mean, for me, the one thing I miss about ADC is I feel like Riot at one point was trying to make utility items for ADC. Like we had Gale Force, we had Storm Racer, and Static Shiv somewhat. But now, I feel like when you play ADC, you have the option of Collector, damage, Yuntal, damage, Kraken, damage. All of them are just different flavors of damage. I think an item like Storm Racer, I don't know why they removed Storm Racer. Storm Racer was just a really well-designed item that had a clear goal. It was less DPS than the other options, but it gave you mobility, you know? I think that's just good. That's just good that you have that option if you feel like you need mobility. So what champion do I want to pick? Estral maybe? I like Estral into Aphelios, yeah.
Quest accepted.
Let's keep watching.
I had to problem solve around. To me, it kind of feels like, I don't know how to describe it. Like for so long, League's whole lifespan long basically, it's been the unbalanced toxic hellscape we've endured for years. But now, as Drew's pointed out,
I also disagree a bit with this narrative though, because League has been pretty damn balanced since like season 5, season 6. I think Riot has been pretty good with balancing. And the thing is, an OP champion League of Legends is like 54% win rate. And anything that really crosses that gets instantly hotfixed. So I don't think League has really been very unbalanced. And people just lose and then they blame balance. Like people will just play bad and then lose in gold, and then they're like, oh, but it's because this champion's OP or something.
Most games feel almost formulaic to play. You just go from objective to objective fighting and trying to coordinate your team, and the one that makes less mistakes wins. And on top of that, no one really talks anymore, I've noticed. I played 3 solo queue games yesterday, and
It is true. It is weird how, like, people used to type in chat, but now everybody's, like, so scared to get punished, and you know, it's just like lonely a bit playing solo queue.
Now, I'm not saying I miss toxicity or anything like that, but I do miss the feeling that I'm playing the game with actual humans, because people would banter and talk. Now, this is obviously a separate...
Like, it was always a bit worse on EUS than, for example, NA. On NA, people would type a lot. But it used to be that people, especially in higher elo, would, like, banter and talk and shit. But now it's completely gone. Like, what the meta now is, you type something toxic and then instantly mute yourself. You instantly deafen. So that you don't get any, like no chance of a confrontation.
Thing from balance, but it's just my recent observations that
you're like, you guys are shit. Instantly deafen. Nobody gets to fucking type me back.
On from Riot's crackdown policing of recent. It's almost like as a consequence of squashing toxicity, people are afraid to communicate and type anything anymore. Has anyone else noticed that? Anyway, I digress. I've just been feeling the spirit of League has kind of shifted lately, or dissolved, if I had to be more accurate, from the balance state.
That was satisfying.
And also players not really interacting. It just doesn't feel the same as the League that I've grown up playing.
Yeah, I agree with him a bit.